Hey guys, NASCAR Move back again and welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be a bit of a reaction video today, similar to how we reacted to the NASCAR Ignition trailer over on my gaming channel, NASCAR Gaming 48 and stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out that video and check out my channel, link to my channel will be in the description below, or you can just type out NASCAR Gaming 48. And we only have 4 subscribers, so guys, it would mean a whole lot if you guys went over and subscribed to my channel. Also check out the video, drop a like, give a comment and stuff, and also subscribe to this channel. Only 175 subs. I know a lot of you are subscribed, but if you guys would please subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, link will be in the description. But anyway, moving on to the rest of this video, let's go ahead and talk about it. We're going to be reacting to the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series schedule that was technically released yesterday, but somewhat released today. But I did check out some of the schedule, and I like what I see so far. But we're going to look at it together, and after that, we're going to be doing a comparison and difference between this year's schedule and next year's schedule, so it should be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into this video. So here we are looking at the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. This is also off Instagram. Another shout out, go ahead, subscribe to my my gosh, did I just say subscribe? No, follow me on Instagram, but it's kind of the same thing, but whatever. Anyway, follow me on Instagram or subscribe if you could do that possibly, but whatever. Anyway, here is the NASCAR Cup Series schedule for 2022. First up, we have the Clash at the LA Coliseum. Of course, then we'll have the duels at Daytona, the Daytona 500 itself. Then we're going to be returning the Auto Club for the first time in a year or two, something like that. This will be the final race at Auto Club on the 2-mile oval before they construct it into the short track. Then we move on to Las Vegas, Phoenix, Atlanta, which should be somewhat of a new track. Then we're going to be headed to Coda, which Coda was at first in May, now it's going to be in March, similar to how it was with Texas. And when they had their first race of the season, it was like the 6th or 7th race of the season. So Texas, of course, belongs in the spring. Also, then we'll have 3 straight short tracks and stuff, or technically 2, since Bristol's a bit of a short dirt track. But anyway, we have Richmond, Martinsville, Bristol dirt. Then we're on to Talladega, Dover, Darlington, Kansas, and then the All-Star race in Texas. Then after that, we're going to be headed to Charlotte for the Coke 600, and then after that, our first race of June at a new track for the Cup Series, WWT Raceway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway, or Gateway if you want to say for short, will be on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. That's what people have been asking and wanting for. A 1.25-mile oval should be a lot of fun. Anyway, continue through the schedule, our final race of the season with Fox in 2022 is Sonoma, and then we're going to be having an off week, and then we return to return to Nashville, which is coming back for second year in a row and will be NBC. And then for 4th of July weekend for the second year in a row will be Road America. Then we're on to Atlanta once again, and then moving on, we have New Hampshire, Pocono, which has lost a date, then Indianapolis, the race the day before my birthday, for the Indy Road Course race. And I've also heard some rumors that Indianapolis would like to see NASCAR back on the oval and stuff, so that should be something. I also want to say something else, but we'll just wait until we do the comparison. Then continuing down, you have Michigan, Richmond, Watkins Glen, and the season, or the regular season finale at Daytona. And it's actually going to be a bit of a wild card in these final 4 races before the postseason, because then you have Michigan, a 2-mile oval, fastest track on the Cup Series schedule that isn't a super speedway. Then you have a short track Richmond, a road course Watkins Glen, and to end it off, a restrictor plate at Daytona. So that's going to be wild. So these final 4 races of the regular season is going to be a wild card. Then next up, we have the round of 16 once again at Darlington. Then we're on to Kansas, and then we're on to Bristol for the final race of round of 16. Then on to the round of 12, Texas. From November to October to now September, Texas is the first race in the round of 12. Talladega is still in the round of 12 spot, and Charlotte Roval is still the elimination race for the round of 12. So still a wild card round in the second round of the playoffs. Then we move on to Vegas. Miami is back in the NASCAR playoffs, but is not where it should be. And also we have Martinsville, and then the final race of the season at Phoenix. And I just want to ask, who could vouch for this? These two should switch. Miami, Phoenix, you guys should switch. Come on, switch. Come on, do it. I know you want to do it, Miami. Switch it. Switch with Phoenix. Make everyone happy. Not gonna do it? Okay. It's gonna happen one day. It will one day. But anyway, that's the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. Now let us compare it with this year's schedule. So here we are on to the 2021 and the 2022 schedule. Right here we have the 2021 schedule right here, the same as this year, of course, because it's 2021. Then we have the 2022 schedule right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the similarities and the differences. So of course we already know the first difference is the Busch Clash will not be ran at the Daytona Road Course, but the LA Coliseum. It was confirmed yesterday that NASCAR will be racing at the LA Coliseum. That is a huge move and stuff. And my personal reaction to it is I'm okay with it because I feel like that NASCAR fans on the West Coast deserve more than just 2-3 racetracks like Phoenix and Auto Club and Sonoma and stuff, so they definitely deserve more racetracks. But you also got to think it's going to be in a big market. LA, that's a huge market, but the problem is, will there be a lot of fans? Because I know the Coliseum only doesn't even seat like over 100,000 people. It's going to seat less, so we'll see how many fans they can draw on, because knowing this, I feel like it's going to be either a good or bust. That's the only thing, good or bust. Anyway, we keep going. The doors of Daytona are the same. The Daytona 500, Auto Club, and the Daytona Road Course have replaced, because the Daytona Road Course replaced the Auto Club race from earlier this year, because Auto Club was not ran because of the California COVID restrictions from this year. So that's why we could not run at Auto Club. Then continuing down, continuing down, you have Vegas and Phoenix and Atlanta and Coda. And if you take a look at that, just a bit of a switch there. Homestead is not in the first 3 or first 5 races of the season. And if we keep going, another difference that we seem to see right here is, well, not the All-Star race. The All-Star race was a bit earlier in the season. Well, no, actually, the All-Star race was later in the season in 2021. Now it's a bit earlier in the season, so that's going to be a bit of a change right there. And then Charlotte was right after the All-Star race at Texas, but it was not like that this year, so another big difference right there. Another difference is that Atlanta will be now run on the new banking that they have showed us in the mid portion of the season, or before the Atlanta race in this year. So that's going to be a bit different. And 2 Atlanta races stay, and then Coda moves from May to March. So that's going to be a difference here. Like if you look at this one, it is in May right here, number 16, and number 8 is in March. So another difference right there. And like I said with the All-Star race this year was a month late. It was in June, and now this time it will be in May and stuff. We all know that Texas in May, it can get pretty rainy down here in Texas in May and stuff. Look at Coda, for example. But now it would be better to have it in May. So I do like this move right here, because having it in June, that is a huge issue, because I heard that a lot of fans are dying out there in the heat. And then our new track of the season, Gateway, is now on the schedule. Can't wait to race there, see how it races, because Gateway is a bit of a nice track to have for fans out in the Midwest, such as like fans who just don't only have to go to Kansas and stuff. You can now go to Gateway, so it should be a lot of fun. So glad that Gateway has made its way onto the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, because that's been a rumored track on the schedule for a couple years now. And right here between Sonoma and Nashville, we have a off week and stuff, because I don't know the occasion, but I think it's like for the transition from Fox to NBC. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, Sonoma and Nashville, in between them, will have an off week, because this season we had an off week between the Atlanta, the New Hampshire race to Watkins Glen. We had a 2-week break because of the Olympics happening on NBC. So of course that was going to be a thing that would be affected. But anyway, that doesn't matter and stuff. So an off week right there for the Cup Series drivers Road America is still where it's at for the 4th of July race, so cannot wait for that. Road America, I feel like, performed pretty well for its first 4th of July race, and I think Road America is the first first NASCAR road course to host a 4th of July race, I'm pretty sure. And also Atlanta too, another second Atlanta race, so double the weirdness that we'll probably see at Atlanta, or the high speeds. But actually, I'm pretty excited for it. I want to see how this Atlanta track races at, and so if it does good right here, then we'll be pumped for the second one. Actually, no, wait. If it does good right here, then we'll be excited for right here. I had to get these situated. Then down here we have Pocono all by itself, because there's only one Pocono race this season compared to the double header at Pocono right here that we have lost to Gateway. So I'm personally a fan of it, because Pocono is not really one of my favorite tracks, and I can vouch for everyone else who could say that. Like, if you do not like Pocono, in your honest opinions, just let me down in the comments in the comment section below. But yeah, Pocono not really the fan favorite and stuff, so that sucks right there. The Indy road course is back, and there have been rumors of Indianapolis wanting NASCAR back on the oval. And when I heard that, I was thinking, do what IndyCar does. NASCAR could do this for 2023 and beyond. You can have the Brickyard 400. You can bring back a crown jewel, because this year we only had 3 and stuff. Bring back the Brickyard 400, and then just run another race on the Indy road course. You could do the same thing like they did for the Daytona 500 this year. Run the Daytona 500, then run the Daytona road course. That's what IndyCar does all the time. They run 2 races on the Indy road course and run the Indy 500. So we could do the same thing. And so NASCAR, they could run a race at Indy and then run another race on the Indy road course. I'd personally be a fan of that, but the only question is, what race would replace that? You got to think about that. Could it be Michigan, or could it be Pocono, or a racetrack that has 2 dates? That's gonna be huge right there. But anyway, continuing down, like I said, you have a wild card: Michigan, Richmond, Watkins Glen, and Daytona. Like I said earlier, Richmond loses a playoff date. Richmond still has its 2 race dates, but it does not race in the playoffs, which I'm okay with, because I'm not a huge fan of Richmond Raceway and stuff. So give that second date to someone else, because Richmond, I don't feel like, needs 2 dates, because we can all say this: Richmond is the worst short track on the Cup Series schedule. So we just can say that. But I know some people wouldn't, but still, that's just my opinion and stuff. But Richmond loses a playoff date. Now, as we move into the round of 16, you have Darlington, Kansas, and Bristol in the first round. But last year, you had Darlington, Richmond, and Bristol. So, of course, Kansas, the second Kansas race will replace the second Richmond race of the season and stuff. And I'm okay with that. Now you have 2 intermediates and a short track, which is pretty decent. It's pretty fine. Now, moving on to the round of 12. For 2022, you have Texas, Talladega, and the Roval. Last year, or actually this year, we have Vegas, Talladega, and the Charlotte Roval. So really, no big change. You're just changing the 1.5-mile racetrack. So instead of going from Bristol to Vegas, you're going Bristol to Texas. So Texas will now go from November in 2019 to October in 2020 to mid-October in 2021, and now in 2022 it's going to be in September. So that's a huge step for Texas Motor Speedway for its playoff date. And then you have Talladega too, the second Talladega race, which is the same thing with the Charlotte Roval. And then on to the round of 8, you have Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, and this year we have Texas, Kansas, Martinsville. So we all know Martinsville stays the same. For 36, you have Texas and Las Vegas basically switching and stuff. And then you also have round of 8 at Kansas, but you replace that with Homestead. I'm glad Homestead is now back into the playoffs where it belongs, but it needs to switch with Phoenix. I don't hate Phoenix, but it's not really the most entertaining track. Like, if you want to know how I truly feel about Phoenix, why don't you check out my Phoenix review from earlier this year when Truex won that race? Because I did even say in my title, this is supposed to be the championship race. Like, this is where we're racing the championship later this year, which is a bit of an issue in my opinion. But I don't really completely hate Phoenix. It's just, I don't think it deserves to have a championship date. But having a championship in the desert, that sounds unique, but will everyone love that? Of course not, but some fans will love it, some will not. But anyway, that's the difference between your 2021 right here and your 2022 schedule. A huge difference right there. Cannot wait for 2022 because I do love the schedule. So if I had to say the best thing about the schedule, I do like that Gateway's on here and the second Pocono race has been taken off. No disrespect to Pocono, but Pocono is not really the best track. Something I'm worried about is I'm very worried about Atlanta. I want to see how that runs. But if we're talking about schedule wise, I'm mostly concerned about probably Bristol Dirt, but I'm not 100% sure. There's so many things to talk about, but Bristol Dirt could have a bit of a falter and stuff, because what if they say Bristol Dirt will be back for 3 years in a row? Some fans will start to go, but we'll see. But anyway, I feel like the schedule is a bit better than the schedule from this year, but still pretty decent schedule. Let me know what you guys think of the schedule in the comment section below. And that's gonna do it. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Of course, we'll have our review for the race at Bristol, the elimination race, this Saturday night or probably Sunday morning. We will also have our round of 12 predictions up next Thursday, I believe, so watch out for that. Also, I'm going to be making a NASCAR gaming 48 video for my SRX the game series, so go check that out. That should be releasing tomorrow on Thursday, so cannot wait for that. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video and stuff. This is NASCAR Mobile 48. Peace out.